So for each of these articles, we are going to get the href as I have explained. And then once we get the href, we will pass that href here. We will pass that href to this getDetails function. And this getDetails will make a request to each single article. So it's going to kind of click on each single article, and it's going to pull out the text from each single paragraph or for this page. I have already checked it out, and it's pretty simple. So we have for each single article, we have, let me just highlight it. We have this dev entry, and this dev entry has many paragraphs. So it has this paragraph, it has this first paragraph, and then it has this second paragraph, and then third and fourth. So what we need to do is that we need to make a reference to this entry, to this dev entry, and then we want to loop over all of these paragraphs and get the text from each single paragraph. Pretty simple. Let me show you how you can do that. Here, what we want to do is that we want, after we made a beautiful soup object, we want to use the soup and then .find. Now we use find, not find all, because we want to get only a single dev. Because we will have only one dev that we are interested in for each single article. So we want to use find dev that has a class of entry. The class name is entry, and then once we get data, once we get that dev, we want to store it in a new variable called dev entry, and then we need to create a new beautiful soup object, because this is going to return, again, this is going to return HTML code. So it's going to return, this is going to return a dev that has a class of entry, and inside that dev, it's going to have paragraphs. This dev is going to have many paragraphs, P1, P, and then another, let me here add another P, and then it's going to have another P. So this line, this soup find dev class entry is going to return this. It's going to return this dev, which has many paragraphs. So we need to create a new beautiful soup object. So I'm going to create here a beautiful soup object, and then I'm going to pass the dev entry because it's an HTML. But if you pass it like this, you are going to get an error. You need to convert it to a string. So I'm going to here pass it into the str function, and then the second parameter is the html.parser. And then the result, we can store the result in a new variable called soup again, and then we can use it now to loop over all of the paragraphs and pull out the text from each paragraph. So before we do that, we want to use the find all. So I'm going to say here soup dot find all. Now we use find all because we want to find many paragraphs. We want to get many tags, not one tag.